The American philosopher Henry David Thoreau penned the famous quote, "In wildness is the preservation of the world." Many have been struck by his use of the word wildness, a quality, rather than wilderness, a place. Wildness is what compels unique individuals to follow their own transforming ideas and ideals, rather than conform to the status quo. These are individuals who are grounded in an appreciation of their link to the natural world. They are leaders who will work towards protecting wildlands. And whether they express themselves in industry, the arts, education, the environment, or other professions, they will work toward building communities whose citizens live in harmony with each other and nature. The Wild Gift is the manifestation of founder Bob Jonas's belief that wild places serve as excellent classrooms for cultivating qualities of leadership. Bob's vision for the Wild Gift was born as he explored one of his favorite places, what he calls the Big Wild, a 26 million acre expanse of 4 contiguous parks in Alaska and the Yukon Territory. Together, these parks constitute the largest protected area on Earth.
Wildlands stewardship and sustainable human community. Those are the goals of the Wild Gift and the young leaders we support. Where better to understand the values and importance of wildness than in one of America's grandest wildernesses.
The Wild Gift distinguishes itself from other youth leadership programs by combining a deep wilderness trek with a leadership action project that will advance wildland stewardship and the development of sustainable human community and lifestyle. In the Deep Wilderness Trek, the recipients spend 20 days in one of America's most remote and dramatic wilderness areas. Beyond the rewards of overcoming physical challenges and learning new skills, each group of future leaders uses the stunningly beautiful backdrop of the Deep Wilderness classroom to discuss issues relating to wildness and leadership.
After 2 weeks on the trail, having absolutely no reminders of my daily life back home, I was contemplating things that I hadn't even had the chance to before.
It was very challenging, strenuous, some of the most difficult terrain that I've ever trekked on. Some of those passes were really high, and we had to boulder up on the top to get across.
I was hiking on the most rugged terrain I've ever experienced. That was intense for me. And I really learned to take a project step by step, to trust myself that I don't need to worry about the whole mountain at once, to just take it one step at a time and focus on where I was going to place my next foot. And I think that's a good guideline to help me as I'm developing my eco-expressions program over the next year.
And the trek offered an opportunity for me to understand wildness as a value and not just as a state or a condition. I came to understand it as a state of mind, a way to live life, passion, spirit, and intensity. It extends to all facets of life, relationships, work, lifestyle.
And while we're out there in the big wild, each leader defends their leadership action contract. The group thoroughly vets every contract. The leader comes off the Wildlands truck excited to go to work, to bring to fruition the goals of their one-year project.
Having completed the project mentoring stage and energized by their immersion in the wilderness classroom, recipients spend a year putting their leadership project proposals into practice. Wild Gift recipient Seth Friedman's personal mission statement was to establish community farm operations based on a model he had experienced in Montana. For his leadership action, he established a consulting firm to promote this model, and his first activity was to produce a documentary about the Pease farm in Missoula to help him make the case to other communities.
I am available as a consultant to educational institutions who might be interested in starting up programs similar to the PEAS program or starting similar farms associated with their institutions. The Wild Gift organization supported me tremendously in the making of this film. Were it not for the Wild Gift organization, I really wouldn't have made a documentary.
I'm using the grant to come and team up with Chezion Solar Earthworks to do solar building here in Ladakh. Rammed earth solar buildings are much cheaper to construct than conventional buildings that are made out of brick and stone. And they're highly energy efficient. They don't require any additional fuels for heating. By eliminating the need for artificial heating, clients or anybody who builds with solar will save a huge amount of money on wood and fuel. And in the frigid winter temperatures here, people use their wood-burning stoves for 5 to 6 months of the year. It seems like a great building alternative in Ladakh. It's extremely appropriate technology to be used here.
My program, Eco Expressions, is a nature writing program for teens in rehab and urban youth in Southern California. And the Wild Gift has been a huge component of helping me make that a reality.
After 1 year of work on their leadership action projects, recipients reunite in the wilderness. The setting for leadership enrichment is the Middle Fork of the Salmon River, which flows through the largest U.S. wilderness outside of Alaska. Here they present their project results and future plans to fellow Wild Gift recipients, alumni, and investors. They also receive additional training in facilitative leadership, communication, and personal well-being. Current projects may be expanded and new collaborative leadership actions spawned.
Each leader has been working on his or her project for a year. The trekking group gets together for 7 days in wilderness. Each leader shares the results of their project, and we plan for the continued success of every project. The secondary mission of the Wild Gift is continued support of alumni projects. Help them lever their projects for more impact, and to build leader networks, bring leaders together to create new and broader scale projects. Thank you for joining us. We encourage your support of the Wild Gift program, to get involved with the Leader Project, or to join us on the Wild Trail. Have a great day.